It's only 2 games into the season, so I'm not overly upset about the Bruins losing this one. But there are some trends that are continuing from last year. Now, I talked about Montreal's offense yesterday, and I would be remiss if I did not talk about Boston's offense today. Here's the thing. Boston's offense as well has run into Varlamov. Semyon Varlamov clearly is doing his best to prove that his health issues are behind him, and he's doing a damn good job. 2 games into the season, and he looks fantastic. If Varlamov is back to being the Varlamov that they traded for from Washington, they're in good shape. Colorado's in much better shape than any of us thought before the season started, and they can prove all the pundits wrong. They could be our surprise team of the year. So, I can't put all of this on Tuukka Rask, but my God. If you come out of the net as a goaltender, you have to be sure you're going to get the puck. Yeah, they're not going to show that as the highlight of the game. I don't understand it. I really don't understand it. Oh my God, they're going to show it, aren't they? No, they showed the first 2 goals when they're talking about great plays of the game. They didn't show the third. And you know, I can't put this on Rask. And there's Bruins fans on Bruins Twitter right now. They're saying this game's on Rask. It's not, though, because when you're getting shut out, it's kind of on the offense too. And it's really easy when you see this kind of thing happen to say we're going to blame the goaltender. There have been plenty of times where good teams have goaltenders put in pedestrian appearances and they get bailed out. It's the Roberto Luongo rule, where Luongo couldn't have a bad game when he was a Canuck, and he certainly can't as a Florida Panther either, because he doesn't get bailed out for it. I watched Patrick Roy. I watched even Marty Brodeur on some level. If he had a poor game, the Devils would turn around and win it. And Hasek. There were times where Hasek had an off night in Buffalo, and I'd see them turn around and win it. And I don't see that Boston is a team right now that offensively makes me feel really confident. I'm not a big fan of the bottom 6 in Boston. They may be perfectly decent players on some level, but I'm not confident that Boston has the depth. And we'll see. Like, they need Vetrano to become a star, you know, at least a 20-goal scorer. You need at least 20 goals out of Vetrano. And they're relying on rookies like DeBrusk and McAvoy, which can be tough. It can be tough for rookies, and it doesn't matter your age, and it doesn't matter how good you are. It can be really tough having a team just say, you're brand new, here's all the responsibility. Have fun with that. And for McAvoy, maybe in the playoffs last year, he raised the bar too high. Maybe it's hard for him to get back to that. So it'd be easy for me to blame this on Rask, and it'd be easy for me to give no credit to the Avalanche. I will completely blame that 3rd goal on Tuukka Rask. I have no problem with that. I think that the Bruins are part of what I've seen today too. Is there was a play in the second period by Marchand where he went in all by himself and he skates through everybody, and Andy Brickley in the booth is like, oh, you know, it's great to see here comes Marchand with all this speed and he's deking through guys. That's usually a sign that your star players feel like, okay, I have to do this myself. We're not generating anything right now. I have to do this all by myself. And that's a bad sign. And I know Vancouver, I've seen the Sedins do it. Dallas, I've seen Jamie Benn do it. I've seen players where they're like, all right, got to do this by myself. Nobody else coming with me. And it never works, because you're going to have 5 jerseys in between you and the guy you're trying to pass to, and they're all the other team. And that's what happened to Marchand. So when that play took place, and the Boston announcers was like, hey, this is good, I was like, this is a bad sign. This is a sign of a team that's already looking frustrated. So we'll see. We'll see what happens with Colorado. Winning 2 out of 3 on the road already, that's good. That's good, because when your team has had the worst year ever, winning 2 out of 3 to start the season is good on the road. You get those wins under your belt, and then you can go home with some confidence. Boston now is going out on the road. I'm not worried about Boston on the road. I don't think playing at home or on the road is going to affect them one way or the other. I do have some goaltending concerns. We'll see where it goes from here, but I do. And it's not just the Nail Yakupov goal either. I've had my concerns with Tuukka that I've been outspoken about for a while, and I could be completely off base. But for today's game, Varlamov, fantastic. Colorado looks solid. They don't look like a team that's fluking their way into these wins. They look like a legitimately good team. And I'm wondering how far they can go with this. And as I'm recording this, the Devils have a lead on Buffalo, and the Devils could be off to a good start themselves. Remember, good starts don't get you in the playoffs, but good starts can keep you from missing the playoffs in October. Teams can have rough Octobers and a hard time bouncing back from that. And it can make it so that you have to work so hard in the second half of the season to make the playoffs. By the time you get there, you're just gassed. You're just done. And, yeah, so let me know what you guys think. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe if you're browsing your way through. And I'll talk to you again soon.